Greetings, ladies. Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. That was a bad intro. Good morning. It is 5:43 in the morning. I'm on my way to the gym. Just got back from Dallas, Texas. Not Dallas. Denver, Colorado yesterday. Competed at the Denver Open. Got smoked in the final, so that sucks. But there will be a video coming about that later. Still working on taking the back. I honestly am a little inspired from my competition in the final. You guys will see the video, but basically I made a mistake when passing guard or when pulling guard, and my opponent just used that pass to force me to turtle and slide into the back position so quickly and so smoothly that I really had no chance of defending. So that's kind of what I'm looking to do or get better at in this month. So still going to work on chasing the back. If I see the back, I should be able to take it. That's my motto. But in class, I'm going to be teaching the gift wrap from mount and then settling the back position from the gift wrap, as well as just kind of floating your hips on top of your partner when they're bridging or when you feel that they're about to bridge. So both useful skills for getting to the back. Nogi is scrambly and slippery, so when people are getting their guard pass, they tend to have the tendency to turtle more. And the front headlock and the back takes are more available. So that's what I'm going to be working on. Like I said, the intro is going to be a little bit shorter until I get some comments or feedback telling me otherwise. But yeah, hopefully y'all have a great day, and let's roll. Round number one with Sarah here. This is Nogi, and she's a little bit smaller than me, so I get a collar tie and pull guard, looking to play a Delahiva or reverse Delahiva style guard. She is driving her knee to the mat, stapling my bottom leg, doing a good job of pressuring, and immediately starts threatening a pass by stepping over my right leg. I'm digging for a deep half here, and then opt to slide my knee out and go to more of a butterfly style. I've got the underhook, so I'm looking to take the back, but she's threatening a knee cut immediately. Because her leg is in between my two legs, I'm able to invert and start attacking a knee bar. But she's doing a good job of keeping her weight heavy on that foot that I'm trying to attack, and she rotates around, getting to 50-50, taking away my opportunity to attack her leg. Now, using the 50-50, I start threading the back, and then I put her foot in my armpit looking for a shotgun knee bar. But once again, she does a good job of pummeling her legs and turning her knee and really just pushing my hips away from her hips to limit that knee bar opportunity. She comes up, using that foot grip to prevent me from coming up as well. And she immediately gets her hips low and starts crushing over my knees. When she pins my knees in the mat like that, it makes it hard for me to recover guard and gives her the ability to start switching side to side and pass, which is what she does. Now in this position, I was able to recover a half guard while she was passing, but she knee cuts through it, getting crossface. I recover my half guard once again, and I'm looking to create frames and use that underhook to start looking for the back. Now I got a butterfly hook here. I'm keeping it sticky, trying not to let her pass by stepping over my knee. And as she is stepping over and back and forth with her leg, I'm able to trap her other leg with my arm to get to the deep half. Now, using my underhook, I'm going to come up, getting to my knees. I want to take the back here, but she does have that whizzer, which prevents me from chasing the back. So I opt to just kind of drive forward, reaching for that far leg and putting her on her hip, which allows me to get the sweep from that position. So right here, she starts setting up a rubber guard, and I'm actually in quite a bit of danger because my arm is trapped. What I want to do is rotate my left arm out and put it between the space of her elbow and her rib cage, but her arms are too tight, and I'm able to do that. And the whole while, she is setting up that go-go plata with her left arm and her foot. Her foot is in perfect choking position, and I'm kind of just fighting her hands, preventing her from gripping. I opt to pressure to my left, keeping my head high so that she can't create the pressure and can't create that grip to choke me. And then I roll, which gives her the omoplata, and I use that rotating motion to kind of slide my elbow out, and I'm free. But I am in bottom position, back in the open guard, looking to take the back. We're laughing. That was actually a pretty good threat, so I was a little bit worried about that back into the round, though. So we're rolling here, and I'm looking to get to the deep half of the half guard so I can set up an underhook and keep taking the back. But she's doing a good job of keeping her hips low and preventing me from sweeping. She's actually attacking my top arm with a gift wrap or a Kimura grip. And this is pretty scary for me because if she does get good control with that, she can use it to pass and eventually just take my back pretty much seamlessly here. So I'm trying to loop my arm over my head, prevent her from getting a gift wrap, but she does get it behind my head, immediately sinking in the choke as she falls to her hip. I'm preventing the bottom hook and the top hook. I slide my hip out and really just kind of relying on the fact that it's hard to finish a one-arm choke when there's no hip control or hooks or anything. But she does sink her grip in. We're hitting other people, so I'm going to stop the fight and go ahead and tap right as the timer runs out. Round number 2 with Alexi. He's super tough. He's been a white belt for like 3 years and just hasn't been there for promotions. So basically a blue belt, but we're standing up, grip fighting here. I keep my posture high because I want to incentivize him to shoot. And he takes kind of a reaching shot. It's not really a duck walk or a level change. So I'm able to just snap him into the front headlock and immediately start threading the back. Now, right here, I've got my bottom hook in, my left foot. I'm trying to pull him over here, but he's got really good base. His knees are wide, and I'm trying to use that far right arm to peel and turn his shoulder towards me. If I can get his shoulders turned towards me, then I can shrimp and take the back, which is what I do here. Getting my top hook, now I've settled my back control. The goal here is to submit, so I'm going to be hand fighting and trying to break that grip that he has on my left arm. That burrito grip, as one of my friends likes to call it, is really tight, really hard to break, and he's preventing me from really choking or attacking him as long as I break that. So I'm using my right hand in the chicken wing position to try and peel it. At the same time, he's trying to peel my feet, clear my hips, or clear my hooks with his hips. But I'm just trying to maintain position here and eventually get my right arm or my left arm back. So you can see me extend there. I'm trying to extend off of his hips to make him let go, but he doesn't. So I opt to pull my other arm out, my chicken wing grip, and start attacking his neck, which incentivizes him to turtle, and I chase him, keeping the hooks the whole while. And you can see me right here grabbing that shoulder or that wrist control or the wrist ride position to turn his shoulders back towards me and get him on the mat so I can settle and keep attacking the back position. So right here, I am able to get my left hand free. I grab the shoulder, getting tight, trying to make it so he can't peel my hand, and I set up the choke, getting the finish. Well, he does defend here. He pulls my arm out. That was on me. I didn't get the rear naked choke or the figure 4 tight enough, quick enough. So we roll, and in that transition, I set up a short choke, getting my hands connected, making it hard for him to just pull my arm down. Now, the goal here is just to slide my right hand up my forearm to my bicep, putting my hand behind his head so he can't peel it anymore, getting the sub. Slapping, bumping, going again. So still in this 3-minute round here, I take guard bottom position, and I'm just playing an open guard, looking for arm drags and the potential to chase using the De La Hiva. Always setting up a baby bolo with that right leg when the left leg is De La Hiva. So right here, he drives into me, and I'm able to set up that arm drag with my left arm on his tricep and immediately start reaching for his hip or his lat because I want to chase that position and be able to come up on top. Now, he does prevent me from taking his back, but he allows me to come up, which would give me the sweep here if he falls, or if he gives me that hook, then I'm going to be in the back position here. So you can see my left leg is pulling his leg straight. My right leg is kind of peeling his foot out, trying to separate his knee from his body so I can set up that left hook. And right here, as he makes space with his right arm to his knee, I'm able to get my second hook, and I'm in a really good position here because my hips are directly over his hips. I'm able to just kind of chill, but I do have to be careful because if he were to forwards roll really quickly or kind of front flip almost, my face would spike the mat. So I'm constantly aware when I'm in that position of him forwards rolling. He does opt to fall to his hip, where I'm starting to try and set up a back triangle, but his elbow's a little high, and it allows him to slide his hip over my foot here. I lock my feet, trying to mitigate the position. My goal is to retake the back, but if he keeps hipping to the right, then I'm going to have to come up and mount. He's pressuring high, trying to get my hips or my hooks as low as possible, which would allow him to would allow him to escape. And I get a figure 4 control here. My control is not tight enough. I'm not extending far enough away, and I look for an armbar, but his shoulder's slipping out, so I'm unable to finish here. He comes up in a closed guard top, working the passing, and again, my goal from closed guard, looking for the back, is the arm drag. So round number 3, we're with Chandler. Chandler is a wrestler. He's a tough blue belt. He's trying to distract me with that right hand, a little spirit fingers, but I'm not falling for it. Again, he gets his head too low. When someone reaches for your legs, but they don't actually level change, their head's so susceptible to that front headlock, and I'm just going to use that here to try and drag him down, but he snatches a single as I work to rotate. Now, right here, his head's on the outside. He's still trying to get me to the mat, but I'm reaching for his far arm to look for a crucifix or to spin to the back if he lets go of my leg. Now right here, I'm grabbing his feet to prevent him from driving forward and finishing that takedown. He's not giving up here. So I'm going to cross face, spin to the back, and start attacking that turtle position. Now he's doing a really good job of staying tight. I got my bottom hook, but as I fall, he peels it off. And now I don't have any hooks. So I come up into the top position. He turtles once again. And that's a point where I should have transitioned a little quicker. But I am able to sneak that bottom hook in, then get the top hook. And I've got my back position here. So he's doing a good job of peeling the hooks and fighting the hands at the same time, which makes it difficult for me to really threaten him. But you can see I got my 2 hooks here. My feet are crossed, but I'm not in danger because he can't trap both of my ankles at the same time here. Using my right hand to control his left arm, I'm trying to just peel it out of the way so I can set up my rear naked choke. And right here, I'm able to snake my right leg, over his arm, which I'm going to go to a triangle here. He starts turning towards me, and he does have his right hand in the way, so it makes it difficult for me to finish the triangle. And he's doing a good job of peeling my feet, pushing it between his legs, so I can't go for the armbar, the wrist lock, or the triangle there. And I mitigate by coming up into the knee cut position. So right here, I don't want him to sweep and transition or scramble. So I'm sinking my chest low over his hips, pinning his left leg to his butt, making it hard for him to sweep me. My goal is to get my right knee over his knee so that I can start stepping around, getting my left knee to his hip, and settling that position. Now you can see my left arm post on the mat. That's what I call parking the car. And when I do that, it makes it hard for him to bring either his bottom or his top knee in, and allows me to start setting up or finishing my pass, I should say. Now right here, I set up my Darce choke, and I'm trapping his leg to prevent him from running, and I'm able to get the submission with the Darce. Not my goal, but Darces are something that I've been trying to work on lately, so I'm not going to pass it up if the opportunity arises here. Slap bump, we get started again. I'm standing, and really my goal is to look for that snap down once again, but time's running low, so there's a minute left. Looking for a potential single leg or a snap down, and also being ready to sprawl or headlock if he shoots. If he does shoot, my front headlock or my guillotine is always there. Kind of makes people think twice about shooting, which gives me the ability to kind of posture up and be a little lazier standing. So right here, I've got an underhook, but he's got a really tight overhook, so I pull my underhook out, and I try to get wrist control, looking for an arm drag. I get in on that single, but I'm not deep enough, so I just back out. Right here, his head is low and his legs are straight, so it would be relatively easy to go for a headlock, but I try to do a suicide throw and just absolutely fail. I don't have enough forward pushing into me from him to enable me to successfully throw him. So when I fall, I kind of end up in a half guard here, and he's trying to pressure pass, but I set up an arm out guillotine, a high elbow guillotine. And because of the threat of that headlock, he rolls to his left and allows me to re-guard pretty easily here. There you have it, guys. That was 3 3-minute no-gi rounds. As you can see, I was still chasing the back. I'm still looking for opportunities to get there. Got there a couple times against Alexi, 1 time against Chandler, and 0 times against Sarah. She's really good at protecting her back, apparently. But it's funny how the more that I attack the back, the more aware that my students are becoming of my goals. And so the more I work on the back, the harder it is for me to actually successfully take it. Now, that doesn't mean I'm going to stop. I want to keep working on those transitions. So I think for the next week, I'm going to keep looking for that back take or those back takes off of passes and off of sweeps and arm drags and things of that nature. But people are getting wary to it, and it's making it more difficult for me to practice a specific thing in rounds because I'm not really rolling outside of class that much. I am going to go to open mat tomorrow. Maybe I'll be able to get some footage, but yeah, so I'm going to keep attacking the back. It'll be nice to have some new partners hopefully tomorrow night to work on some more back takes when they're not aware of what I'm working on, because I teach pretty much exclusively morning classes. But yeah, hopefully you are seeing my goals and seeing how I approach looking for those positions and looking for those attacks. I'm going to keep doing it. Either way, guys, if you made it to the end of this video, I really appreciate you watching. Definitely, if you liked it or are watching them consistently, I really appreciate it if you hit the like button and consider subscribing to the channel. You might have noticed I've been posting some shorts too, so I'm going to just keep active on the content, keep posting, and hopefully if you guys have any suggestions, you'll let me know in the comments. So thanks for watching, guys. As always, stay consistent, go train.